Hello, ladies and Germans. How are you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm Rang Ru. Hello, hello, hello.
And guys, we have a special two for to you today. We are looking at the Steel Division League semifinals. We're bringing you a game from each division, so stay put after this one because we have another one coming. But we're on Colville today. Rang, who do we have, and what do we talk about the semis here?
So, this is the semi-finals for the North America division. So, these are the two top scoring players in North America, well, scoreboard. And we have on the left-hand side, Eugene as the Guards Armored Division. And on the right-hand side, we have KU2521 as the Rintown Division. Now, the semi-finals are a best out of three, but just for time purposes, we're only going to be doing one from each of the semi-finals. But the winner of each match is the person who will end up advancing to the finals. So whoever wins this match, for your guys' sake, is essentially a guy moving on to the finals, which we will eventually do. Also, Steel Division League Season 2, the sign-ups is open. And they're going to be ending next week. So me and Khan are leaving in the description below information for SD League Season 2. So if you're interested in participating in this tournament setup, yeah, pretty much sign up and have a good time. It's definitely worth it. It's not a huge time investment. It's like 2 matches a week that you have to do. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
We're getting a lot of great feedback from the game developers themselves, so if you guys want to see your play kind of elevate to the next level, don't just watch us, get involved. But alright, so getting more important immediate matters out here. So Guards Armored, 1/16th. We have the Vintown, we have all those prissy Brits. What's going to go on here?
So we actually had a cast, like, I think last week or something, where it was Guards Armored versus Rintown again. And honestly, I can just kind of see the same thing happening, because Rintown can do like a pretty decent early game aggression, but like Guards Armored just ends up, you know, all the tanks, and it's hard to beat all the tanks when you're only Rintown.
Well, especially because of the points disparity, too. Especially
Yeah.
you see a lot of investment in much higher veterancy material, I would say, over on the German side of things. That early
Yeah.
P3 here, I think a big investment.
And the Mortar 3 too, so that's gonna, those are definitely gonna be, you know, the make it or break it units up north for KU. And once again, you know, went down to only 6 pounds of grunts in A phase, so he has to be very conservative with his units, but because of, you know, he needs to push now and get an advantage in A phase, he also has to try and attack before it gets out of control by B and C.
And that's always an issue, too, especially with the early Humbler Rush, as well as that, well, Cromwell 7, which we know is a big
Yeah,
crowd pleaser.
that's it's essentially a Tiger tanker, run less armor in A phase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrifying.
It's
Terrifying.
exactly. Mortar 3 can deal with it, yo, so that's in a good position. And he's getting some shots off.
Ooh. Yeah, the question is whether or not he's going to start engaging the right targets here. He's going
Yeah.
after that truck of infantry instead, and that's first kill already.
Yep. Just barely out of range of that Cromwell, but that's a good spot. He can pretty much stop anything from barreling down that road for now.
Actually, what I like this Pack 38 here. The door, oh,
Ooh,
he's super close. Oh,
that's
he's not going to
lovely.
quite get that shot. Had he gotten that shot, it might have been beautiful. But as we've seen developing early on, the Brits are going to try to rupture the German middle here, kind of play a very much a Austerlitz idea, hitting
Yep.
both sides. Um, and while Vintown, like you said, is going to be exactly the same thing. It feels like, as we saw last week, that poor anti-tank gun having no support whatsoever.
Yep, and just look on the mini map, like, you know, this is the first like 2 minutes of the match, and Guards Armored, just because of Guards Armored, they can have just much more units on the field. Yes, rifles, motorized rifles aren't as great in a 1v1 against Pantograms, but still, like, numbers.
When you can outnumber them 4-1.
Exactly, exactly. And this is just very good map play at Eugene's doing. He's putting pressure, you know, in the middle and down south, and he's making some pretty good progress.
I was thinking, I saw the half track out of ammo in the north. I was like, what the heck? I think he took a crit there.
Yep, definitely a crit.
Pigran's getting forced back very quickly. Like we said, I've seen those numbers disparity already. And with the Humber Mark III moving on in, yeah.
Yeah. It's really going to come down to Rintown knocking out the Humblers and the Cromwell tanks early on. As if he can knock him out, and he can get his half-tracks and tanks and the fire support to help his Panther Grenadiers against the motorized rifles.
Sounds about right. Martyr 3's been pulled back quite a bit. Do you think that was a little bit of an overreaction, or do you think that was kind of an intelligent decision.
I think that's intelligent. I mean, they could have been a 6-pounder in that tree line where the Spar Trooper was, for example, or down in a tree line down south. And he wants to keep that Mortar 3 alive, and it has range advantage, so there's no reason to try and, you know, rush it up to the front.
Sounds about right. Part of me is waffling on that. Like, I see the wisdom in what you're saying. But, oh, Navalwerfer coming on in.
Yes.
Sorry, Panzerwerfer. Wow, excuse me. And a Flampanzer. What?
This is what he needs. This is what he needs. He just Panzerwerfs the front line, and then Flampanzer right through afterwards. The lovely 1-2 punch.
That might be the medicine for the Brits, but I feel like the Brits are very much overloading their right flank on the southern side of your screen right now there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I think a concerted push here might see the Germans shoved back, even with the funnies being moved forward.
Yeah. I mean, we've got the fire support here. Now, you see, Panzergrenadiers in, you know, its open ground engagement, essentially, are absolutely deadly against motorized rifles. But we've got the Humber coming in to the side. Kills the half-drag. Easy peasy, like, jeez.
Now, when you're saying you had the fire support, were you being a little bit glib on that one?
I wasn't even realizing that, but yeah, he literally has fire support in the term of 2 bloody big flamethrowers.
I dare say that Panzerwerfer might be instrumental in stopping this push. Cromwell's going to engage the Panzer III, and, well, that veterancy is not going to make too much of a difference here.
Yeah. It's quite funny. He actually took a card of Panzer III Ls, because you see a lot of Ringtown players just take the Panzer III Ms, because you get 2-star veterancy or less per card. So, yeah, it's definitely an interesting choice.
Well, the choice is oh wait, Panzerwerfer barrage coming on in. He's going for the Cromwell.
Yeah.
If he can stun that up, that could be a great time.
But at the same time, he can't chase it down. It's a 6-pounder covering the Cromwell. The Cromwell's now safely behind the tree line. So,
and I do think he maybe caught up that barrage a little bit too early. He also missed though that Mortar 3 had a great sight line going through.
Yeah, it was Panzergrenadiers could maybe get a Panzerfaust on the Cromwell's. What I'm thinking. It's a lot, yeah.
It's oh no, you're absolutely, it's coming back in again.
Yeah.
6-pounder also has an internal fire onto that Panzer L.
Yeah, he's buggered.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. And it's okay, the Mortar 3 getting some long range shots on the 6-pounder, which is nice, but too bad he can't get it in position to deal with that Cromwell. And even in that area where the Cromwell is, there's not really many areas, there's actually none really, where the Mortar 3 could, you know, get a safe shot at it.
True. And what's more, actually, with that other command Cromwell coming on in, all of that British material in the south is going to get that much more deadly.
Yeah, and that's a second medium tank in A phase. That's really going to help Eugene quite a bit. And I really like his flank that he's doing down south, the Humber and M5 half-track. He can make some solid progress here.
Well, if you can get the stun up, but I'm not sure it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. The Flampanzer's flamming. It's a flame roll.
Yeah, I was going to avoid that joke, but you know what? You beat me to it anyway. Yep. But 50 cals and the light cannon from close range, even a 15mm is going to penetrate from there.
Yeah, and the Panzergrenadiers now behind enemy lines.
I don't think it doesn't look like Owen Wilson to me, but we are going to see a second Panzerwerfer already called in. Wow, I didn't even notice it getting brought.
Yep, and also a second Mortar 3, and the Mortar 3 isn't exactly in the best position at the moment. It's a bit risky.
Second Mortar 3?
Yeah, second Mortar 3 down south by the Panzerwerfer. Oh no, it just removed. My bad.
I was going to say, looking for that silhouette, and I was like,
it's just one Mortar 3. My bad.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. But he's being engaged right now by that Cromwell 7, and this is going to be a kill.
Yeah.
Half-track racing in to save the day. Not going to happen though.
No, Humber. Why do you not go for the Mortar 3? Try to get the kill, buddy.
Apparently he's a gentleman.
Yeah, but now he's facing that half-track quite literally.
Tanks at 20 paces. I must now have a picture of this. Not even tanks at 20 paces. Wow, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
What the hell?
Wounded.
That took you long enough. Jeez.
Now, lest we forget, this has been a 60-40 now in favor of Eugene, and the points definitely are showing that. And unlike Whose Lines Anyway, the points do matter on this game.
Indeed, they do. I'm so shocked that Mortar 3 got out of there alive. That Humber could have just easily killed
I was like, a surrender, a charge, anything really?
I know, but KU managed to bring in that Panzer III just in the nick of time to secure the line.
Oh, and what's more, he was able to get those Panzerwerfers out of dodge.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
infantry overall, we still have just the 2 P guns, I think, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything else.
Yeah, I think we still have 2 P grins, yeah, to KU can call in. I'm actually guessing that he only has 2 P grins in A phase, considering that there's no others that we're seeing. Which is definitely
There we go. That's the barrage he should have done.
Yeah.
Engine stalled for 30 seconds. That guy should be dead.
Bailed out.
Beautiful. There we go.
Is that a side shot? No, it's not. It's front. So that's pretty tough to pen.
Wait. The engine's stalled. The tracks and wheels are damaged, and he's bailed out. How is he moving?
It's a bug. Like the bailed out bug, I think overrides the engine stalled bug, and there's also a bug with the bailed out where it can like still move when the crew's bailed out, which is a bit weird. I want to say it's like a ghost crew man in the tank.
I feel like I'm watching Band of Brothers, and falling back right there. Band of Brothers, when that whole Stuart comes out. Ooh, Marta goes down.
Yeah.
This is getting a little harsh down here to the south. No, there is more infantry coming on in. So squads 3 and 4 being brought to the fore.
So he's not going. Yeah, because I'm thinking 2 Panzer Grenadiers on A phase is a little bit risky, but now he's getting the other 2 guys. So yeah, there we go.
Well, in this spot troop, the lone spot troop, taking huge amounts of firepower from 4 different half-tracks plus infantry. He's still alive. He is plucky.
He should be dead by now.
Well, plucky, I mean, what I should have said, he's getting plucked right now, but...
No, seriously, like, finally, okay, jeez. That took a long time for just one guy.
And at long last, the ghost crew does die.
Yeah.
So he's dead, Jim.
That's good, but now we're on to B phase, and KU hasn't really managed to, take advantage of an advantageous A phase. So it's, just unit rise and point rise. It's all downhill from here.
One does definitely hope he's going to bring in some more infantry here, because we're already going to see Sherman's infantry Cromwell's to the north. A 25-pounder to the south is trying to engage the artillery part for the Germans.
Yeah.
And Piats are getting shots on the half-tracks. Sweet Mother of Mary, what kind of a world do we live in?
He's going to be able to suppress them down. I mean, they are Piats after all. They're probably going to miss the first 3 shots.
Yeah, but you eventually play the lottery enough times, you're either going to win or you're going to die.
And most of us are going to die.
I'll say that's Ulrich's bit of optimism for you today, guys. Take that to the bank and cash it.
Yeah. But this is really just down to KU trying to plug his southern assault. I mean, he's using them all to half-track on the Cromwell, which is pretty key, I'd have to say. But he just can't get through that gap. There's a 6-pounder here, he has, infantry surrounding the gap. It's a nasty choke point to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they can force it pretty easily, actually.
Yeah, Panzerwerf. You just got to Panzerwerf it.
Would you say that the converse is also true, though?
For Eugene, if he just,
Yeah, not to say that he would go past this death trap.
Yeah, if he was to, get past, the choke point death trap and get into his town, I'd think he'd have a pretty good time, to be honest.
Ooh, actually, you know what I like? You see this half-track moving down to the south? That southern orchard blocks just enough line of sight.
Yeah.
You can sneak around. It's a bit of a flank march.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Very Gettysburg. Now, lest we forget the northern side. The northern side's getting hammered right now. Our AT guns going down. P guns are getting slaughtered. Mm-hmm. And the Germans have nothing in the north. So,
it's bad.
Light the beacons, because Gondor calls for aid.
Yeah. But we got Mortar 3 and Panzer 3 going to be heading up north. And that's good, but he needs to get a recon unit over there, to be entirely honest.
Oh, he's bringing in all that cheap infantry now.
Yeah. Probably Pioneers, I'm guessing. And Pioneers are great. You can never go wrong with Pioneers.
Just so. Now, AT has been handled down to the south until we run into this Cromwell, though. And he's going to open up quite quickly. Oh, no. More barrages from this Panzerwerfer.
Mm-hmm. And these Panzerwerfers is probably the thing that's keeping KU in this game still. Because they're stopping any, major pushes from Eugene getting out of control. And look at this, he's doing the light attack with the Panzer Freeze and the 232 and the 25 run. He's making good progress here, but there's a Sherman Mark 5 coming over, and that won't be fun.
Yeah, I think I've seen this before. I think it was on a poem, The Charge of the Light Brigade.
Yep.
Not the AT from the infantry side of things, but when that Cromwell comes back in, and no one's going to see him for a bit of time. He's hiding in the forest.
That's sneaky peeky, and I know KU probably doesn't want to move up the Panzer III much more because a potential 6-pounder. Oh, look at the second Panzer Rifle strike.
Yeah.
That was... I mean, he probably can't see the Sherman. Oh, he does, so yeah, it was definitely intentional.
Boom! Cromwell goes down.
There we go. That's exactly what you need to do. Unfortunately, he can't get any shots on the Sherman, so, you know, he can't get the kill, but he's moving up now. So maybe he can force it back.
Well, in the Martyr to the north, by the way, he's going to start to engage that Sherman. Sherman desperately trying to get into that firing range. He's still about another 50 meters off.
Oh, the Cromwell will give him fire support, so that's probably messing up with the mortar freeze firing solution. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to go too well for the mortar up north, to be honest. Unless that Panzer III comes around and get a sneaky flank shot.
Well, before the Panzer coming on in, Sherman will now engage this plucky attack force, who is all on top of each other.
Yep, and it bounces because Panzer freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's falling
like
back.
North Africa.
He's falling back, though.
Yeah, that's good. But he's not going to get the kill on the Sherman with that Panzer III. Panzer III, my bad. He needs that Panzer IV, which is being brought out right now, to get in the front line to deal with that tank.
I would have liked to see that 25-pounder keep up. Ooh, it did go down. Fuel explosion.
Whoa, I think that was a side shot, yeah.
It had to have been. There's no
yeah,
other way
it was
it's going to
definitely a
penetrate.
side shot. Yeah, that's
I was going to say that I'd like to see that 25-pounder not move back quite so much. He does only have those 5 AP rounds, but you might as well use them.
Yeah, still an AT gun. That's a pretty surprisingly decent AT gun, to be entirely honest, considering it's
surprisingly good. Dang, the thing's at 12.
it's a 10 out of it's a 12 out of 10.
Exactly.
Up north, got the JU-88, which is an expensive call-in, to be entirely honest.
Internal fragments on the Sherman. Martyr falling back with a 17-pounder. Oh my gosh, it is like just action everywhere here.
Yep, and I don't think he's gonna get killed on the Sherman. That 6-pounder is covering its arse. He may be able to kill the Cromwell, which will still be pretty decent.
Well, the 17-pounder is going to have its own things to say about this.
Yeah, but the Panda Grenadiers have something to say to the 17-pounder, so it's just words all around.
A lot of back talk here. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
And well, KU-25-21. Well, there's a Firefly coming onto the field, but he has been able to claw this back to a 50-50. I have to admit, I didn't think it was possible.
Yeah, hats off to him. I mean, he's playing this really well in B phase with, you know, only like Panzer Freeze and Mortar Freeze still. It's on, you know, the best units to use. So
Panzer ever looking for that 17-pounder? I'm sorry, you were going to say.
But yeah, it's just really good play here from KU-251, because once again, we say this before, and I constantly want to harp this in, Rintown is not a good division. It really is not. It's still one of the worst Axis tank divisions to play. And seeing 2521, you know, get back from this rather bad, like, start, pretty good, I'd have to say. Pretty damn good.
Yeah, so hats off to him. Hopefully, maybe he'll be able to pull it out at the end here. We don't know. Transmission damage on the Cromwell to the north. That Panzer III is still limping away. The Sherman's completely toothless.
Yep. Exactly, yeah, it is completely toothless. Getting that supply truck to try and resupply it. Yeah, I think everything's going to go down south when this Firefly gets on the field, because there's not much you can do against a Firefly. I mean, the Panzer IVs can, like, kill it at close range, but you have to get everything close range, and you also need ammo, as the Panzer IV has been ammo critted.
Yeah, that internal fragments, and the most annoying thing is that comes off a 6-pounder. Ooh.
Yep.
Infantry Cromwell's down.
Yep.
He's looking for that 6-pounder. Yeah,
yep.
he wants to get rid of that nonsense.
Yep. And he's Panzer Rough as MVP for KU-252 on this match. They've been keeping him on point. And he's really clawing his way back up north. He's Panzergrens, you know, getting good trades with the rifles because, by God, they're Panzergrens. But he needs, if he can kill out Sherman, he can make some good plays up north. Firefly.
No, I was going to say, there's another Firefly.
Yep, Guardian Armored.
Ay. So lots of pin downs here. That surprisingly enough, the P3 is not dead yet.
Yeah, yeah, it's still alive and kicking and shooting as well.
And the artillery park and that poor Befela is well, get stocked back up. No, don't charge in with that Opal Blitz. What are you doing, my friends? The P-Gun doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not worth it.
He's not
Oh
worthy.
no, it's the 230. Okay, never mind. 232.
He's just and the P-Gren's just barely out of range to be resupplied, so that's a bit of a cock tease.
That I'm getting so close to saying that is true. I know some of you guys out there make fun of me for that.
That is indeed correct.
Just so.
Just so.
So we are approaching Phase C, and we are seeing minor gains being happening from coup 25-21.
Yeah.
However, Phase C is when all the stops come out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's when Guard Armored can just... It's just a tank spam from Guard Armored. At the same time, KU can bring out Panthers in C phase and in the G models. And the G model is a good model, that's why it's called the Panther G. And if he can get a Panther G out and, contend with the Fireflies and whatnot, he could, hold his own in C phase. But, it's just Guards bring the armor, bring the numbers, and the armor as well. So it's just about whether KU can isolate the tanks and kill them run by run instead of big tank on tank engagements, which is where Guard Armored exceeds.
It doesn't excel necessarily, but it doesn't do poorly either.
Exactly.
Junker comes back in. I'm surprised we haven't seen any associated material coming out of the guards.
Yeah, no planes. I mean, maybe a Tempest soon because he must realize that his bombers, or their single bomber, is getting a little bit ridiculous.
Especially if he stresses out both of his tanks at once. Nope, he doesn't, but that's still pretty nasty.
Yeah. So it's still really surprising. I mean, you don't really see heavy bombers, period, being used, especially by, Panzer divisions.
Well, that's because, well...
except for second, because second has the cluster bombers. But apart from that, you don't really see, Panzer divisions using the heavy bombers. So it's definitely an interesting play. At the same time, though, it's a pretty expensive unit. Okay, 200 points isn't, too bad, but...
When you econs that bad, it is.
Yeah, but it's just the problem is...
Ooh, one Firefly goes down to a P3.
What?
We have to look at that P3M.
That was a side shot.
We still have to look at that P3M. He's now dead, but you know what? He was doing work.
Damn, that's some good P3 play, right? Yeah, and those P3s are underdogs for sure.
Not as much as the Panzerwerfers, but nevertheless, they are real menches.
AA from Eugene, because that JE was just flying around in circles, just taunting all the tanks.
Ooh, okay, so that 232 down to the south, showing it's how it's done, bailed out.
Yeah,
make the kill, my friend, make the kill. There we go.
And he's pulling it back in C phase and making some bloody good progress down south. This is phenomenal play.
Wow, Cromwell goes down. Yeah, okay, so forget though that whole don't do mass tank attacks. Apparently it's doing exactly what he needs to do.
Yep, and this is, KU, he's knocking out the tanks run by run in singular fights, and it's working very well for him right now.
Part of it might be that Eugene had all of his stuff on the front lines, all of his AT, everything on the front lines, so as he's getting forced to fall back here, he hasn't had time to set up these pre-sighted ranges.
Very true. That's a good thing to point out. And also, because Rintown is like a Panzer division, they can make some pretty fast movements with the light vehicles and, well, really light vehicles that can gain ground very quickly.
Okay, well, here's the rubber meets the road. Fireflies engaging the P4, the Befela. Bounce. Oh, God.
It bounced a 6-pounder, but there we go. He's going to be hiding into that hedgerow for now, which will give him a bit of time. But
get de-stressed. Oh, whew.
Yep. So
R&R, my friends, R&R.
He can hide here for now, and he needs a Panzer worth at Firefly now, so he can bring up the BEF Panzer. But nope, he's going to be charging in while still a bit stressed out, a little bit.
Junker's shoving bombs on him, so it might be enough. Yes, there we go.
Yep.
Wait, that's the heavier one, isn't it?
Is that the same run?
I don't think it is.
Oh, it is a heavier run. Drops.
He dropped just 2 bombs.
So that's damn. He's got 2 types of. That's Yeah, it's an interesting choice, I have to admit. But goddamn, Panzer IV, you need to... Don't shoot the half-track, shoot the Firefly. You need to move up and shoot it, please. Like,
Kill that which hurts most.
Yeah. Just a little bit of micro, but no, the Firefly is going to get to safety. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a damn shame. He's probably like microing down south or up north and just forgot to pay attention, is what I'm guessing. But Firefly's now, you know, a little bit rested up. He's going to come in.
Both Panzerwerfers, I think, were reloading at the time. And annoyingly enough, that Crusader is actually causing just enough morale damage to be annoying.
Yeah, and that Firefly is now holding down the road. Ugh. That's a shame, because if he could have knocked out that Firefly, that would have just opened up in the middle, essentially.
But that's a fear that Panzer's going to go down.
Yeah.
Artillery Park for the Brits is going to get slaughtered, though.
Damn. That 25-pounder is just getting pounded. And dead. 2 direct hits. Beautiful.
And the munitions truck, too. And that guy was fully loaded.
Lovely. That's very good for KU.
We don't talk about that very often. In fact, we always kind of overlook it because the munitions aren't as huge of a issue for the most part. Ooh, Panther coming on in. Whenever you pick up any kind of kill like that, that can't be bad. Especially if he's fully loaded. That's still 60 or 70 points plus a lot of utility gone.
Exactly. But Eugene, he's making very good progress up north. He's got 2 Shermans here. There's nothing really up north for KU. He's bringing in that Panther, which can definitely deal with the Shermans. But right now, I mean, KU, Eugene still has the point advantage by quite a bit, so he's not panicking to try and counterattack. But he's slowly making progress now. I mean, in the middle, I think KU's ran out of steam a little bit.
Well, we have 40 more infantry coming onto the field too, so.
Oh boy.
And the associated half-tracks. And that infantry almost outnumbers all the German stuff on the map.
Yeah, it's just the thing of in towns, you just run out of stuff. And you have to be conservative while also making crazy pushes. And when you're making crazy pushes, you lose stuff, so you can't be conservative.
Let's see what the Panther Homie G can do.
Yeah. If that Panther dies, it's essentially a good game, I'd say, for KU. But if that Panther can, just kill all the tanks, and he can pull this around.
Well, if the Panther kills all the tanks, he gets the opportunity to kill the infantry. So, I mean, it's really one of those things that's up to him.
Exactly.
If he wants to be a hero, he can be a hero.
Yeah.
And since his name's not Wittmann, he has a real shot.
Fair point. But down south, I think KU's just kind of like abandoned hope for resupplying that area. Those Panzergrens and Pioneers are, just going to have to hold it by themselves. And, yeah, good luck against a bunch of half-tracks.
I'm hearing Tom Hanks bellow, Alamo, Alamo. Sherman to the north does go down, so the Panther G takes 2 shots and gets 1 kill. We have another Sherman up to the north, though. He's not going to see him for quite a while.
Yep.
However, that Crusader tank...
He's dead.
One would certainly hope so. The Crusades are a few hundred years out of date by now.
Exactly. It's to be in Jerusalem, not northern France.
No, well, not since the Albigenesian one. We're not really killing other Christians. Sorry, history. Drop history there for a second.
Goddamn Venetians, I swear. bloody. I mean, you're meant to invade the Holy Land, not Constantinople. And now look.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that when I was talking about the Cathars back in 1100.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting white and nerdy here. Sherman taking fire. Another P3 might take that out. And whenever a P3 kills you, that's just like pouring salt into the wound.
Yeah, especially when it's like a Sherman. Like that's. I mean, all your Sherman's like the perfect counter to the P3. Look at North Africa campaign.
As much as it grieves me to say it, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, but KU's been doing a very good job with his P3s. I mean, even in sea phase, he's making these like outdated tanks work, and that's props to him.
I realize, of course, that it's impossible, but I would have really liked to have seen a Windhound that has been given the support, because the way that KU's been playing him today, this is really, really well done.
Yeah, he's been playing it very good, and like I keep saying before, Windhound is not it's one of the worst Axis divisions, and it's really a shame because they really could do a bit of a buff, because if you want to play like a better, aggressive early tank division, you can play 9th or you can play 2nd, and they are both much better for the early game aggression. 9th, for the light Panzer I, Panzer II rushes.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, Typhoon AT, yeah,
Oh, mother of God.
yeah, that's how you do the Typhoon AT, right? Yeah, you
Yata.
come in from the side, you kill it. Ah, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes. I have to agree with you. It really hurts to say that, but you're absolutely right.
Dude, Typhoon ATs are low-key one of like the best units using Guards Armored, because they can just pop tanks like that in the right situation, and that's. Sorry, I'm just really happy seeing some good Typhoon AT play, because I bloody love those things.
No, you're absolutely right to do so. I relish whenever the Germans get one of their rare moments of glory.
Yeah.
It's fine. I get it.
Yeah. But we're at the +2 now, and do you want to take his time to speed, Khan?
Sure, let's go to that 33 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
Oy vey. All right, and go ahead. So Humber's still kind of hanging on around. He dies.
Yep.
And that, I don't want to say the fat lady is ready to sing here, but she certainly is warming up.
Yeah, she is definitely warming up and ready to go on stage in just a few minutes. But, yeah, I mean, KU played it pretty well, but Rintown just runs out of stuff and cannot outproduce the Allies.
Can we also make the comment that we've had 3 Opel Blitzes coming on in, so I think he's used all of his munitions trucks today.
Damn, and he's kept the Panzerwerfers alive, which is, you know, those are like the top tier units for Rintown, so
that is
good job.
no small feat. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Panzer IV being brought in down south, yo.
He'll be dead any second, don't you worry.
I know Panzer III coming in, though, could get flank on the Sherman. So, maybe he can
somebody's gonna flank on somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, but then the Cromwells and Shermans slashing behind the P3s. And here's where I add Benny Hill to this cast.
Yeah. The Panzer IV, come on, he can kill the bloody Sherman from that distance.
Thank you.
Panzer III holding his own, gets killed.
Ooh, Typhoon goes. No, what? Was it Tempest?
Yeah, Tempest. Tempest goes down to the Messerschmitts, yeah.
I was just looking up and saw the furball starting to happen here. Oh, look, the Germans taking back huge amounts of land.
Nope. And Eugene just pushing through the middle here. I think the Panzerwerfers may start to get shot at now. No, never mind. He's shooting at the Panzer IV.
I was going to stress him out for a bit.
Yeah.
I say, chaps, time to retreat for a spot of tea.
Righto.
And the Nebelwerfer coming on in as well.
Yeah.
As if it wasn't worthless enough firing rockets at him from one direction.
There we go. And,
yeah.
Yeah, he's just run out of stuff. It's run down.
I think it's fairly safe to say that Eugen does pull this one out and does take the best of 3 series.
Yeah.
So congratulations to him. Congratulations to Ku 25-21 for staying in here the entire season. He's had a hell of a season so far.
Yeah, I mean, 2nd place in North America League, which is pretty damn good. I mean,
and playing at the Vintown too.
Yep, and that means KU will go to the losers brackets for 3rd place against the person who will lose the next match.
Very, very quick examination. Kills about more or less pretty even. I think I'll look at the kills.
Yeah, it's like, it's guard, so it's pretty spread out. While Panzer III, look at
that. Okay, that
Dane.
1 P3.
Dane, he's a goddamn
god.
Killed a Firefly at the end. That's beautiful.
2 Cromwells, a Sherman, a Humber. Yeah.
That's good Panzer III play.
He deserved a far better fate than what he got.
Yeah. But
let's check on over to the other game.
Yep, sure. We'll see you guys in just a few seconds.
And we're back, guys. We are on the other side of the pond, but map-wise, we're on Carpiquet Duelist, and without really any ado, Rang, who do we have?
Well, this is the Asia semi-finals. Once again, best of 3, yada yada. Person who wins goes on to finals. Left-hand side in blue, we have Rota as the French Armored Division. And on the right-hand side in red, we have Corbeau as the 91st Luftwaffe Division.
Okay, so how's that? Well, yeah, Luftland,
Yeah.
One of the air or the ground, whatever.
They're air and ground.
They're in a transitioning stage right now.
Yeah.
So this is a wide open map. This is basically just going to be a a total party wipe over here for the 91st Luftlandung? I mean, we have infantry across open ground tends to be pretty much a bad idea.
I don't know. For water, I mean, A phase Wolverine's going to be lovely here, but once B phase hits, we've seen this a few times before, but Mortar 2 spam from 91st is ridiculously good. So I'm thinking for Corbo, he's probably going to go with Mortar 2s and Ersatztruppen to try to just, like, cross the open field like it's Road War 1. And Water is going to do, like, some early Wolverine play. I hope. Does he have
two 42s? Yes, one to the north.
Yeah, perfect. Well, it's very, like, concentrated up north here for Water. Like, barely anything down south, so good luck holding that. While
well, interestingly... Sorry, go for it.
No, Corbo being very aggressive down south. He's even got, like, very aggressive, so he's definitely going to punk through, yeah, I think.
I don't know. Well, that one machine gun, I think sometimes you don't see a lot of machine guns, but there is often very much a force multiplier effect there.
Fair point. Yeah, he's going to be going into that rather nice little bunker, so that's a perfect machine gun spot.
In the meantime, though, we do have the two Stu-42s up to the north, which will make a beautiful time here for the Wolverine. And honestly, not that much worse for that M8.
Yeah, I mean, the Stus can stun up both vehicles, but, like, it's going to be a bit risky, I'd say. It depends. It all depends.
Well, that's a lot of this game, is that if we get lucky one way or the other.
Yeah.
But the M8 will reveal his position already, so the Stus are just going to start stunning him up pretty darn fast.
And, yeah, looking from Corbo, he's just going to be Ersatztruppen in across the open field, which is exactly what you should do on this map.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised to see that.
And it's just going to wear down the ammunition of the Allies. This is some Soviet army tactics right here, but it works. It works.
Yeah, I'm having shades back of Braveheart here. Well, we hit our own troops. We have reserves.
Yeah.
The machine gun position. This is why the Stu-42 was invented. I mean, good God.
Yeah.
He hits that machine gun's completely stunned up already, and that's a linchpin from the French defense.
Yeah, it's 50 cal too, and you only get like 2 of them in A phase, so...
One to the north, one to the south.
Yep. I think down south, Corbo is going to make some slow but pretty good progress, considering there's not much here to stop him. It's just Ersatztruppen
B3.
Oh boy.
That's the counterpoint to the Wolverine and the M8. He's going for the M8 first. Scott's going after the Wolverine. He could get them both in one run.
Yeah.
Weapons jammed.
Hopefully no Spitfire gets brought out.
Weapons jammed is good enough.
Yeah.
No, he's just going to retreat. That's a decent call.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get too cocky, especially when he has no air cover, so if his Spitfire was to be brought out, he would lose that. So, you don't want to risk it. Don't risk it for the biscuit with an A-phase B3.
Not in the semis, anyway.
Exactly.
Bofors is being brought in as well, though, too, so... rightfully so, the French decide that they probably need a little bit more boom for the big sky.
Yeah, B3 is definitely going to be a pain in the ass later on once it's resupplied. Got some Renault tanks from Corbo coming to help his Ersatztruppen push.
Well, you said World War One, and that's pretty much what those tanks are.
Yeah, I mean, they use the same gun as the FT-17, which was a World War One tank.
I'm always laughing whenever a half-track gets hit by HE shells with that 15, and it still's okay. Blow up. You deserve to die.
Yeah.
A little bloodthirsty, perhaps, but in any case. But it looks like the French are going to match that Renault by bringing in an American version here. Let's bring in the Stuarts.
That's a lot of Renault tanks, damn.
You know, we do make fun of these tanks, and in many cases rightfully so. But against a light mechanized division like the French tanks, or like the 2nd Blindé, how does it face up?
They're pretty raw. I mean, Greyhounds, they can kill Greyhounds, they can kind of kill Stuarts at closer range, but they can kill half-tracks and whatnot, which is all you really need. And Renault's like, yeah, we make fun of them a lot, but they're pretty damn good considering it's like, you know, a 40-point tank. It's the bare basic, like, necessity of a tank, but it just gets the job done, and sometimes you kill a Cromwell with it and you feel extremely happy.
You know what? And as much as I really like seeing these Ersatztruppen live, they're doing exactly what they need to do, which is nothing else. Exhausting the firepower on that anti-air.
Yeah, but they're all getting pinned down. And Water is, he's holding his ground pretty well. I mean, he still has the Wolverine alive, and that's really going to be the linchpin up north for him in terms of stopping any pushes, and he needs to try and kill those stews, because that's really being a pain in the ass for him. And he does have... He's going to have a good angle and run just in a few seconds. There we go.
Question is, can you stress him out first? Not with shooting like that, he can't.
Nope. And good use of smoke here from Rorta trying to block his machine gun from being stewed.
They said suit there for a second. I was like, legal action right now?
Yeah.
The conventions. You know, that M10 can penetrate, but he's not putting a lot of shots on target here.
Yeah, he's a little bit stressed out. He has no veterancy, and he's gonna be screaming when he's running away.
Oh my god, by the way, more Renault tanks being brought on in.
That's 8. He's Ursat trooping spamming. This is classic Corbeau. He, like, every match we see of him, it's like some sort of like tank spam early on, whether it's Fiat or Panzer III Renaults.
Well, he is going to call in the B3 after that Stewart. That's a good call right there. He takes that out, and those Renault tanks have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, and the B3 coming in. Is there going to be a Spitfire being brought out? I don't think so.
Nope, good call. Amita comes in, gets what he needs to do, and gets out.
Yeah,
unfortunately, there is another M10 and another Stewart being brought on in.
Yeah.
But what can you do with 30 seconds of uninterrupted tank time?
Make as much ground as you can, I guess, before you start getting pounded by 37 and 76 mils. But maybe what Corbeau's trying to do is make his Wolverines run out of ammo by just spamming Renault tanks. Maybe he's thinking like 4D chess here.
Well, like you said, he is very much playing with that Soviet-style attack.
Yeah, this is... I mean, we haven't even seen any Feldjägers be brought out, Khan. And this is bloody 91st. You at least see like 1 or 2 Feldjäger infantry units be brought out. But no, it's literally just Earthsatch and Renaults and Stu-42s. He's a 3-unit man.
You know, I think I know what he's trying to do here. If you get them in and among these hangars, the Renault tanks, it doesn't matter really how well they can penetrate.
Yeah.
If you're shooting at ranges of 100 meters, it does not matter.
Yeah, they're really good at holding corners. That's what Renault tanks are for. It's just 40-point hold a corner.
Let's say, Panzer Shreks essentially with a little bit more staying power.
A little bit more staying power, less in the actual firepower.
Yeah, but we can't get everything that you want.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Stu-42 gets wounded up north. His Wolverine. If he can knock out Outrun, then he can pretty easily knock out the second one, as he's going to be less stressed out when shooting at him. So this could be the turning point up north for Water.
Please let it not be.
That 10 armor's really like doing its work for Corbeau, yeah.
I'm also just watching 4 Renault tanks engage this Stewart to the south.
It bounces, but at least there's suppression.
Guns, let him have everything. Well, 6-pounder right next to it too. I still wouldn't even want to be that. Excuse me, that 6-pounder. More Stewarts being brought on in.
Yeah.
You're about to say, well, you're going to say 55, 45 in terms of overall territory. Yeah. Germans are gaining tickets slowly here.
Yeah, he's making good progress on this map. And once B phase hits, I'm really expecting to see Mortar 2s to be brought out, because this is Mortar 2 territory. You got a motorbike being brought in.
I was just waiting for you to take a breath, and I was like, yes.
You never see like motorbikes be used. They're not good units. I still wouldn't really recommend ever taking the Recon motorbike, but
Hans McQueen.
he's gonna get to the other side of the map and try to jump over the border.
I just also love how we have 6 tanks on top of each other to the south. Oh, one blows up immediately. I don't know if that was a mine or... Oh, never mind. It's an anti-tank gun.
I mean, it's cool having them all right next to each other, but that's just going to get him stressed out much quicker. So, this is a little bit silly. I wouldn't do this.
Bird brains of a feather.
Yeah. Like you said, he really should be like bringing them around to hangars to try and just hold corners and flank.
He's holding this forest here, so this is just as good.
Yeah.
So engine destroyed on one of them, so it's going to finally go down. But he still has 4 alive, I think, that are still in pretty good shape, not wounded.
Yeah, but Water, you see Water, he's flanking around here with the M10, and he could knock out all these guys in the arse.
No. Check the sight
Oh,
line.
oh no, oh yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly how you can use the Renault on this map.
Yeah.
60-40 though, Germans continue their early domination, which is again, I was not what I expected. I expected the second Blinde to take a much more, let's say, aggressive stance.
Same. I was really expecting those Wolverines just to annihilate, but the two stews up north have been keeping that one Wolverine suppressed, and Roas B3 kill something. And he has fighter support now, so he can stay on the field for a bit longer.
Tons of it, good gosh.
Yeah.
Well, down to the South Spitfire with ground attack and another Spitfire to the north.
One Stuart down.
Kill the Wolverine.
Oh. Oh!
Thank you.
The
well
turn
done, my
shot.
friend.
Yeah, it was the duck, the mighty duck gets another kill.
Chivo. Can you see anything else? Actually, I think you can see that a second M10. Go after it, my friend. Yes, you can. And you know what? He's going for it.
Yeah, but strafing the both AA gun. Yeah, that's just soaking the ruined. And if he kills this, damn.
Beautiful.
Oof. Oof.
Okay, questions will he be gutsy? Because down to the south, all the 35Rs are getting destroyed, knocked out, all the stuff like that. No, he's going gutsy. He's going for that Stuart.
Is he going to get a hat trick?
No. One more round, though. Now he's going to back off. Good call.
That's a good call. But knocking out both Wolverines is huge. Well, SB phase now, he can get more Wolverines than Germans. But still, those are really important tanks holding the front line.
And by the way, the Bofors is completely Winchester on ammo.
Yeah, that's not good. And he needs AA because those planes are really messing him up.
He's an alcoholic? Do they have that in Canada?
Alcohol?
Silly question.
Alcohol's anomalous?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think alcohol is anomalous over here. I think it's more like a universal.
I wasn't sure. Like I know as Americans we have a problem with it sometimes. I just didn't know if other countries have the same issues.
Yeah,
Not to be insensitive.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain we have an AA.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Anti-air aside, we are seeing these Stuarts and this 6-pounder. Surprisingly enough, this triad of anti-tank is causing quite a bit of a problem.
Yeah, it was Stuarts. I mean, they fare up pretty well against Renault tanks, and the 6-pounder, given that very important fire support, so
One of the Nueves, inside the aircraft hangars, starting to exert themselves against the Ersatz-Truppen.
Yep. And this is the first time we've seen the A-phase now. An A-phase unit, so that's rather surprising.
Well, there's been a lot of surprises in this one. In fact, I kind of didn't realize it too. I kind of thought the Nueve is the P-Gren against the Ersatz-Truppen rifles in this one. Usually we see the opposite side of this.
That's good observation. We got a Renault being brought in, and that could give fire support unless the Stuart gets a kill.
And I think he will too.
Yeah. Watch this over here. French tanks are supposed to.
I didn't even see the message.
Corbo put down a message saying French tanks are supposed to be better better at retreating.
I saw that the alert come up for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I was going blind on this.
It was just in the middle. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. He made the joke for us. He's casting the game partly by himself.
Which, you know what, guys? That's a measure of a true player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is still 59-41 here, so the Germans are still getting that +2. And while the game has a bit of a downturn, we have some more infantry and more vehicles coming on both sides. I do want to make a quick shout out that we are getting some of the finals later on this week. We mentioned in Game 1. So definitely check back for that. And you know what? I'll name drop another time. All right, so we have Panzer 39H coming on in. So is this basically just another Renault?
Yeah, it's just another Renault essentially. It trades 1 AP for 1 armor, so it's not even like an upgrade. It's a side grade in my book.
And meanwhile, Hans McQueen is going back and forth. He hasn't even fired a single round.
Yep, and we got the B3 coming in.
Well, this is going to keep things, I think, back on an even keel. If you can take out the Stuarts, excuse me. Shooter wounded. That's his 4th kill right now, isn't it? 4th or 5th kill.
I think that's 4. I'd say that's 4.
Well, he's been on for other ones, I thought too. Yeah.
Yeah, 4th, 5th. He's gone a lot.
And the Stews are surprisingly enough still here.
Yeah, that's still kicking it. And we got Sherman over here now, so that can give the Stews a bit of a run for their money.
Okay, guys, you have two squads of air such trooping right next to this Stuart.
Oh,
Get
the
on them.
fighters, Spitfires and Messerschmitts, and they got the Bofors online, so I don't think those Messerschmitts are going to be doing too well. One of them's definitely going to go down for sure, I'd say.
Yeah, probably both of them actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Spitfire's just a teensy bit too fast.
Yeah, this is really good from Rorta, because those Messerschmitts have been a pain in the ass. He kills one. There's another Messerschmitt, yo.
One there just to kind of...
Yeah.
There we go. He
So
might be able to claim a kill.
Yeah. Oh, he's going the retreat and run, manages to get Ray, but Rorta in a dogfight against a one-star Messerschmitt, it's not gonna go well for him unless he gets another Spitfire. There we go. This is a furball, and that Messerschmitt now trying to run away, but you're both the same speed, so it's not gonna do too well.
And that's not... Yeah, you're right. That's not catfoot you want to play here, guys.
Yeah. And,
pull back. Retreat, my friend. Yeah. Eject, rookie, eject. No, he's not making it.
Yeah, that's kind of a blunder from Corbo, because I mean, you don't get good AA till like really C phase for 91st, but you do need to get like 1 or 2 flak 37 mils online, because if he had at least 1 AA unit nearby...
Fallschirmjägers, go to the north. Fallschirmjägers getting on close. Here comes, aligning. The stars align.
Oh.
The Faust and he misses wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Farsi missiles again.
Nope, 9. It's not gonna happen. The Sherman's gonna come in and get a surrender.
You cowards. Fight to the last man. The Airsoft trooping did.
And they surrender.
One more plucky ME-109 comes on in, as if he's going to do anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
Never mind, he's going to go away now.
Yeah, Corbo, he need to get some AA. That's definitely what his next unit investment should be. And it's not going too well for him now. I mean, he's lost a lot of his Ersatz trooping. It's especially like early on, so he must be like starting to run out now, and he lost all those Renault tanks finally. So maybe it's time for Rorta to do a counter push and get some ground. As there's not really much to stop him. Just look on the map, there's barely anything on the ground for Corbo.
But there's also barely anything really in the French pocket as well.
They got tanks. They got Sherman up north just going to town, and Stuart down south.
Absolutely right. But I think what I mean to say is that there is not really a whole lot of hold ground kind of ideas here. Yeah. All you need is one bad run by the B3 and you lose absolutely everything.
Oh yeah, fair point. If he can get rid of that B3, then it's going to be smooth sailing from Rorta. And Corbo bringing out Pioneers, and still waiting to see some Mortar 2s, because that's a good unit on this map.
Yeah, I am surprised continually that we don't have that mortar that you talked about.
But you know, it's just I think Corbo's just happy with his French tank spam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, they're more price verta. They are plucky.
Yeah.
And well, no one's gonna miss them if they die. Bofors, in the meantime, takes out a munitions truck. Excuse me, munitions wagon.
Yeah.
And there's the martyr, at long last, poking his nose out from behind the lines. Up to the north. So, question is, will the Stew make it out? I don't know about that.
Nah, he's hugging the border. He's buggered. If the Sherman can, you know, hit it, I mean, 2 stars must make up for something. Come on.
Well, machine guns coming on. That Jeep might be coming on to try to get a surrender. So yeah, here comes the Jeep trying to get a surrender. Martyr though, quick, fly, you fools, fly! Oh no. Yep.
Yep, and Stews finally go down there. And those are a real big pain in the ass for the longest time for Rorta. There is Mortar 2, it can deal with his Sherman at the same time. If Sherman gets within range, that Mortar 2 can't do too much. And with the M8, you could just kind of like have the Sherman shoot, you know, just take the shots and the M8 just rush up.
That assumes, of course, that the Mortar 2 is even remotely accurate, which we know how much fun that is.
Yeah.
Oh, unless we forget, also, the Allies own the skies now.
Oh, yeah.
Spitfire's going right after that Martyr.
And the Bomber Spit... Oh, yeah, damn. So he's probably going to rush up and try to kill the Mortar ASAP.
As well he should.
Yep. And bombs Ray, gets the fallback.
Yep, this is either a dead martyr or it's a dead grenadiers. One of the both.
Yeah, it was second mortar, and this is, you know, when you get one mortar 2, you need to get a second. And when you get a second, you need a third.
Was it like give a mouse a cookie?
Yeah.
Okay. I missed that book about the martyrs. Oh, there he goes. He's dead.
But second run, and well,
yeah.
Unless there's another Spitfire, it's gonna get.
Well, right now, we need a desperate B3 run, but there's also a lot of AA on the field.
I don't want to know. Yeah, that's true. Behind enemy line, they're just chilling like a villain.
I really wish they could get out and kill the GMC Bofer as well as the munitions truck. It's not going to happen, but I wish it would.
Yeah. Spitfire's getting good strafe on the Hotchkiss tank, and I'm sure it's probably going to get the kill. Probably. Maybe, if it can hit.
Greedy bastard.
It's a bit stressed out, but, you know.
Greedy bastard.
Yeah. This is a really good comeback from Mortar. He's making solid progress. He's got the unit advantage. He managed to clear the skies, and that's definitely helped him a lot. Because if he just kind of kept ignoring, you know, the air threat, he probably would have lost this match by now.
I kind of feel that he was definitely helped by Corbeau on that one. Like Corbeau, oh, first of all, we are in Phase C now, so ooh, here comes aircraft coming on in, B3, and we're getting the Spitfires are forced back for fuel. Never mind, there's a huge swath coming on in.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say. Oh, wow. It's going to be furball. Oh, my gosh. This is going to be so great.
Oh, damn.
Battle of Britain, boys.
He's been banking all those points on a whole, like, flight.
2 B3s.
On a whole, like, ring of Messerschmitt 109s. Oh, God.
He's getting the one fallback, so this is fine. As long as it gets one, weapons jammed.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Okay, this 2-star guy's going to go down.
The Bofors, yo. We gets one
Spitfires. There goes one. Tom Hardy is dead.
And God, this is a furball. It's a proper damn furball right here.
There's at least 2 Spitfires down, and this server's going to buy it as well.
And this is good because
you were saying about air superiority.
Yeah, no longer. This is like, you know, the second Rind for the Luftwaffe.
Luftwaffe or Luftland? See, so we're always so confused now. Are they on land? Are they on the air?
Right, it's the Luft part, and I guess like the tanks are the lander part. You know, 50-50. But this is really good because water can't easily replace his airplane losses. You don't really get that many air slots for the French, so maybe got like a few more Spitfires, but after that he's probably tapped out in terms of airplanes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
On the one last Spitfire, it's like, boys, wait, I want to play too.
Nope. But we're at 640 to 1324. But yeah, Corbeau, he's still in the lead. He's not. He needs to like gain ground soon, or Water's going to win. But he has time. It's not, you know, a complete like rush to try and get things back. Got a Flak 88 being brought out.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's gonna be good.
And he's got the means to do it. Because again, we've been saying the French kind of start to lose their steam here in Phase C.
Yep, and considering that, like, the French don't get many 1.2 kilometer weapons, it's like Greyhounds, Stuarts, and Shermans majority. Okay, you got Wolverines too, but I haven't really seen many. That Flak 88 is just gonna keep the ground open around it and just pretty much kill any tank, especially with 2-star veterancy.
Huh. 2 Spitfires being brought on in after 7109. Okay, don't do a 2-on-1. There's no point. Just pull back.
Yeah.
Especially with the 88 here. Oh, wow. I missed the third one here, too.
Yeah, that's probably the last of his Spitfires, I want to say, but you never know. He may be able to bring a few more, and I've lost count.
Yeah, it's been a surprisingly bloody game in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, one of these guys is out of fuel. Okay, yeah, this ME-109's dead.
Yeah. Oh no, he got second ME-109 because, you know.
His buddies.
Yep, he's got buddies. Flak 88 is in the field and he is helping out from the ground. Third 109, and this is he just honeypotted those Spitfires.
Oh my God, you're absolutely right. Oh, fourth one coming on in.
complete honeypot, yeah. And that's pretty. That has to be all the planes that water can bring out.
There's still the bomber Spitfire somewhere in there
Yeah,
too,
but
he's not
that's
really.
not going to do much.
Yeah, well, the B3 is coming back in, so the question is, will he try to unmask with his ground
Yeah,
MU-109s?
you can't see much up north, so I don't really think he's going to do much. He has the bomber Spitfire.
Well, he's at the 39H
Oh,
coming on in
going
too.
for the Bofors.
Yeah, what that thing is exactly what he should be.
There we go. Gets the Bofors, yeah. Is he going to get the second Bofors?
Well, there's two more down there. There's three. There's 2 and 3 right there. Frankly, again, here, yes, exactly what he needs. So just strafe with as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Except the 39H that's still there. Lofting shots downrange. Yep, and every single one of these gets a bigger and bigger gap within the umbrella. Or brolly, as some of them might say.
Nothing like a good brolly to get you for a rainy day.
Bit of a pisser, isn't it?
Righto.
There we go, chaps. But no, like you said, we have 1,300 to about 1,000 points now. That +2 is really starting to cause some issues here. But the Flak 88 takes out a Stuart.
Mm-hmm.
He takes out some infantry, and that's going to be a couple percentage points coming back the other direction. And this Nueve is all alone. There's no one here beside him.
Yeah, it's he's buggered. He's definitely buggered, I'd say.
Especially
Doesn't even have any AT too, so that Hotchkiss tank is going to mess him up. And he's fell back behind the hangar, which is a smart move, but he's still not long in for this road. You also got to realize, like, Corbo, he doesn't need to, like, get all the way to the other side of the map. He just needs to, you know, just neutralize it. Get a 50,
get a 51.
50%, 50 run. That's all he really needs.
I'll say a +1's not going to save him. A +1 in his side will save him, but a +1 for Walter won't save him.
Yeah. Yeah. We got 76 Sherman being brought in, which is 2 stealth infantry too, so that's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. Flak 88s can kill it, but, you know, it's Flak 88s are a bit slower in trying to chase it down.
The air slash trooping behind enemy lines are going to get torn to pieces now by this M15. This guy is beastly.
Well, he's going to throw grenades, isn't he? Yeah,
yes, he is.
Grenades.
I got to watch this.
Come on, get really at that troop and get the kill. Nope. No.
Oh, he almost got it that from the grave.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, honestly, if this was real life and I was trooping, considering I'm probably like a soldier from Czechoslovakia or Russia, and I was behind enemy lines, I'd be like, you know what? I like the idea of being, you know, captured by Americans. Beats the Eastern Front.
As a commander, I'm a little insulted, but yeah, I understand that.
That's what you get for using. That's what you get for using conscripts.
Unwilling ones at that.
Unwilling runs from a different country and not exactly the most motivated fighters, which are completely understandable.
I think I'd show them Saving Private Ryan the first 10 minutes. That whole nonsense going on, they'd fight a lot more happily then, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But it is almost back to 50-50. The Allied center just falling to pieces.
Yeah, and this is kind of classic Corbo considering his other replays, where at first he does some crazy rush, gets good ground, and then he just loses everything and gets pulled back, pushed back, and then through some, you know,
sheer insanity,
through you know a bunch of random events, he manages to pull his way back in the late game, and just come back online, as we're seeing with his air dominance and
I'd like to know real quick.
3B3s.
Well, there's 3 B3s. There's 3 M15s on the field. There's still 2 more Bofors here, so there is a hell of a lot.
Crack, motherfuckers, and there we go. 76 Shermans. Almost.
Okay, that's 1 anti-air down.
Damn.
There's 2 anti-air down.
Killing the anti-air of a plane is a bit ironic.
Yeah, that's about the time you like.
Tank plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
just yeah, power here is beautiful.
There's nothing here. I mean, it's insanity.
This is great. Absolutely great.
Maybe a +2 at 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm sure we'll see at least one more airstrike coming on in. I mean, this is really, really weird to see an Allied division have less infantry on the field than the Germans at the game's end here.
Yeah, this is
volunteers. That's it. Yikes.
Yeah, just volunteers. I mean, they're pretty good at CQC, but isn't a CQC map.
Not anymore. No, and the Fallschirmjägers, we might just bellow about how they are sometimes, but
Yeah.
they still have more than enough automatic weapons fired from range.
Yeah, I kind of like how Corbo has saved him till like more end game, because usually see like people use Valchicas early on and then lose all 8 of them
Hmm.
before like C phase it. So, I mean, he did lose all his Ersatz Troopen instead, but you know, keeping those Valchicas alive is really paying off now, considering he's just fighting volunteers.
No, he didn't lose all of his air such troop and look down to
Oh
the
no!
south.
Oh yeah, he's
One
still got.
final brave squad.
Yep, yep. Surrender now.
Oops,
Yep.
I forgot to go to ×2. I'm
Oh,
actually at
same.
35,
I
20.
forgot to as well. So there we
Okay.
go.
All right, go for it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, an airstrike coming on back in again. B3 coming towards that M15, and I imagine we'll see a kill in a second. Never mind. Fires a bajillion and a half shots and completely misses. That was disappointing.
Yeah, yeah. But he's keeping it suppressed at least, and
Keeping it real.
it's just that 76mm Sherman that he has to worry about. The Spitfire getting some good strafes, and the Mortar 2 trying to do its best, but it's just not enough. But like I said, Corbo, he all he needs to hold is like his 52, 51 point advantage, and he's gonna win this.
Well, and he's got that too.
Yeah.
Even if he gives it up now, there's still not enough time outside of getting a +2 for Walter to pull down that victory. Keep in mind, even if it's a technical draw by the game's consideration, we do go to buy points here.
Yeah, yeah. So it really just comes down to the points, because the points do matter, like you said in the last match.
I was gonna say, were you just taking what I just said? I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Fine, we took Colin Mockery. I won't deny it, but we did see it. Wow, actually, I didn't see. We saw a rocket plane coming in and that ground attack Me 109. Not having quite the same success as that rocket plane did last match.
Yeah, yeah. Don't mess with Typhoon ATs. They are scary.
Well, I'm laughing right now because the M15 has fired all of its what do you call it? M1A2. Yes,
Oh,
37 mil ammo. So we go after the Fallschirmjägers. They still live.
Yep.
And he's got no anti-air from that.
Yep.
One less bombing strike.
But this is just post of the Fallschirmjägers and Mortar 2s. It's a bit too much.
This is the FU run.
Yep.
Yep. There goes one.
Yep. Crack, crack. There we go.
And that'll be it for us. Walter does tap out, so congratulations over here to our main man, Corbo. He is going to go to the big show.
Yep.
Walter's going to number 3, to the losers bracket, to play off against, oh my gosh, KU 25-21, right?
Yep, and Corbo's going to be fighting Eugene in the finals, which is a best out of 5, and I think we're going to do all 5, Khan, right?
Yeah, or as near as we need to do.
Yeah, that's going to be a really long video, so I hope you guys enjoy that.
Get some popcorn, settle on in, have a glass of wine, whatever you got to do.
Exactly, but looking at kills real fast,
Airsoft trooping. All of them died in like 5 squads.
That's ridiculous. I mean, like literally the first page, if you don't scroll down, it's just Ersatz trooping.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's like
But,
it's just Panzer 35Rs as well.
But go to the B3 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks. Come on.
Jenny, you're lovely. Absolutely, like MVP for Corbo.
Well, and Dane. Okay, Dane. Wasn't Dane a
Dane
buddy
was
of ours?
MVP last match.
Exactly.
Too.
Look at this. 4 kills, almost an instant ace.
Yeah, Dane can drive a Panzer 3 and fly a Messerschmitt 109. He's a
man of all seasons. Oh, very.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, Joe. Pretty damn good.
A terrible twosome of games, but you know what? Fantastic on both of them. I'm really happy we got to do both of that.
Yeah.
So guys, again, come back later this week. We are going to bring you the finals for the Steel Division League Season 1, information for Season 2, and the information below.
Yep.
Oh, and also I think, Rang, we have some 6 divisions tournament to look at this week too, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to be trying to get the 6th Division tournaments finals done sometime this week. It's a busy week, so we'll try to get out to you guys as soon as we can.
Definitely. But for right now, thank you guys for hanging on in for that long video. We hope you've enjoyed it. And, well, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.